Hey there, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm sharing my experience attending the Tour de France. And trust me, it was wild. This year, for the first time in 20 years, the tour came through Normandy, including Caen and Bayeux, so I couldn't pass up the chance to see it in person. What I didn't realize is that the cities actually pay to host the stage of the tour, and Caen decided to do it as part of its Millennium celebrations. The day before the stage, we arrived by train and drove along the route. Already the countryside was lined with campervan, fans taking out the best spot. Some of the turns were decked out with flags, especially Norwegian ones, probably cheering on Tobias Johannessen. In Caen, where both the start and finish of the time trial were happening, the whole city was dressed up in yellow Tour de France flags. The energy was building. Then came stage 5, and wow, so many people. Every field, every roadside spot was packed. I got lucky, I went with some farmers who own land that crosses the route, so we were able to weave our way through the back roads and harvested fields to reach a great viewing spot by midday. We set up camp among a sea of campervans, and then came one of the most fun part of the tour, the caravan. It's this pre-race parade where all the sponsors drive by in over-the-top vehicles, giant chickens, baguettes, fruit-shaped cars, and throw out goodies. People were going crazy trying to catch freebies. Crisp keyrings, even saucisson. Some had full-on nets and custom-made tools to grab more. My personal favorite, the Leclerc car, they sponsor the polka dot jersey, and their vehicles were shaped like massive fruits and veggies. Iconic. Most of the caravan crew tours all over France. Honestly, that's not a bad summer gig. After the caravan, there was a bit of downtime before the time trial, so we grabbed lunch and caught a paracycling event in the meantime. Then the time trial began. Riders set off one by one, racing the clock, starting from the bottom of the ranking and ending with the yellow jersey. Each one is fully kitted out with aerodynamic helmets, skin suits, and time trial bags, everything to cut through the hair faster. It took around 5 hours in total, with 180 plus riders going off at 1-minute intervals. But it didn't feel long. Seeing them ride past individually meant we could really cheer each one on. Each rider was preceded by a motorbike police escort and followed by a team car, which made them easier to spot. We would look for the blue police lights, then match the car number with their rider using the live broadcast on our phones. The name and national flags were also displayed on the car, although honestly some riders zoomed by so fast you barely had time to blink. As the afternoon rolled on, we saw some of the biggest names in the sport: Wout van Aert, Remco Evenepoel, local favorite Kevin Vauquelin, the phenomenal Jonas Vingegaard, and of course Tadej Pogačar, the eventual winner of the tour. The final rider of the day was Mathieu van der Poel, wearing yellow, and also the grandson of French cycling legend Raymond Poulidor. That was a pretty special moment. The atmosphere was electric all day, people clapping, cheering, waving flags. It really felt like we were part of something epic. The next day I went to Bayeux to catch the start of the next stage. I got there early to explore the fine village. It was smaller than expected, but absolutely packed. The tour has been such a huge hit in this region. There was merch, a big screen showing the stage, and even a VIP area, which of course couldn't get into. When the caravan arrived, it was so crowded I could barely see anything, so I slipped through some side streets and tried to find a quieter viewing spot. The riders were doing a fake start through the town center, just a parade rollout really, before the actual racing began outside the city. I waited for about an hour and saw all the prep: police, sweep vehicles, team cars, including ES car for Bin Ili, who ended up winning that day's stage. Eventually, the peloton rolled through Bayeux, and it lasted maybe 30 seconds, but it was still so cool to see. After that, I went home and spent the rest of the day watching the stage on TV. All in all, it was such an amazing experience, from the crowds, the caravan, the world-class riders, and the local energy. I would 100% do it again. So thanks for coming along for the ride, and I'll see you in the next video.